Here in Miami-Dade County, the school system faces a unique array of menacing challenges, villains, like chronic socioeconomic issues, language barriers, environmental and political battles for more resources. Then we face punishing elements year-round, from the brutal heat, humidity, rain and storms, even worse, furious hurricanes threaten infrastructure, halting class instruction, adding layers of emotional stress and trauma on students, teachers, and families in the region. This is a story about global competition and one community's fight to compete. So on November 6, 2012, Miami-Dade County voters approved a $1.2 billion General Obligation Bond, GOB, for Miami-Dade County Public Schools to eliminate inequities between newer schools with state-of-the-art equipment and those in outdated buildings lacking updated technology accessibility. You will hear from a range of stakeholders that will share their perspectives and experiences. So let's start here at the Miami Airport Convention Center, where the 2019 NAF Mega Student Industry Conference was held for approximately 1,400 high school students from Miami-Dade County Public Schools, academies of engineering, finance, health sciences, hospitality and tourism, and information technology. The theme, Developing Our Leaders and Innovators, featured speakers, breakout sessions, internship interviews with industry professionals, an amazing collaborative effort between NAF, Miami-Dade County Public Schools, and forward-thinking businesses preparing today's students for tomorrow.
To the workforce that awaits you, I am thankful to the business leaders present here today, for you are literally opening doors of opportunity to the creative minds of students in our community.
Global competition in education is cultivated through educational exposure, awareness, and access. Today's competitive platforms include immersive, high-tech experiences. If anyone asks if Miami-Dade County Public Schools have the competitive edge for global competition, then the answer came on a day when heavy rains and flooding threatened the 2019 STEAM Expo. Nearly 20,000 kids, administrators, teachers, parents, and volunteers poured into the Miami-Dade College North Campus for the annual STEAM Expo.
Welcome to the North Campus of Miami-Dade College, the home of Miami-Dade School STEAM Expo.
The STEAM Expo, a partnership with Miami-Dade Schools and the North Campus. The North Campus is truly proud to be the home of the STEAM Expo. And for the past number of years, we've had in excess of 20,000 students, teachers, family members, judges, college students, and Miami-Dade College faculty who serve as judges. And so this is a platform for creative expression, because if you know what STEAM means, they've put the arts, and it belongs there. And you also have a platform for scientific discovery, exhibition, and innovative work. And so the STEAM Expo is certainly very valuable, I would say invaluable, to our students' learning and to their motivation as they look to careers that they might aspire to.
Dr. Harrison notes that in a fertile, talent-rich environment like Miami-Dade County, the need for modern facilities and access are critical to global competitiveness.
Our students need to be trained on the latest in technology, so that when they transition, whether it's from middle to high to college, they have already been in a hands-on experiential experience with these technologies and can hit the ground running, so to speak, when they enter the workforce.
You know, everybody knows that the physical environment that surrounds kids influences the way they learn and, quite frankly, the way they achieve. That's why this GOP investment is so important. We've created new buildings, new classrooms, new laboratories, allowing for exploration, for learning, and quite frankly, fun. And today's STEAM Expo is just one great example of how the opportunity has created excellence. And I think that's what we're celebrating here today. Look, this investment has paid off in so many different ways. The investment in technology, universal, ubiquitous, equitable technology for every single kid in every single school in Miami-Dade. New schools with advanced opportunities. All comes together right here at the STEAM Expo.
Every community in the school district matters. However, some communities have greater challenges than others. According to the 2017 census, the new city of Miami Gardens is the largest city in Florida, with a majority African American population. Yet it struggles with some of the same social issues and challenges that has confronted this community since its founding in 2003. Thousands of graduates from Miami-Dade County Public Schools are transforming the world. People like Amazon founder and billionaire Jeff Bezos, Miami Palmetto High, Academy Award winners Barry Jenkins from Miami Northwestern and Terrell Alvin McCraney from New World School of the Arts, Janet Reno, the first woman to serve as Attorney General and the second longest serving Attorney General in U.S. history. Miami Norland High School is an institution drenched in success and tradition, and one of the most renowned high schools in the country. It's the perfect example of the return on investment of the GOP. Miami Norland has hundreds of distinguished grads. Broward County Judge Ian Richards, the first African American judge elected countywide to Broward County. Each Norland High graduates. Miami Norland opened its doors to students in 1958, so after 60 years of service, it was in desperate need of an overhaul to remain competitive. The GOP impact is now evident with its iconic, brand new, state-of-the-art Miami Gardens campus, and Principal Reginald Lee is proud to lead the Vikings in its new digs.
The impact it made on having a new building and technology translate into a bigger picture, just the uplifting of the community, the city of Miami Gardens, the parents, the students, but having this innovation as it relates to technology, our Performing Arts Academy with the theater, everything has benefited our students because now you see more technology-driven instruction. You see more Skyping, you see more anything. We can view other performances if you talk about our beautiful Performing Arts building. When you talk about collaboration between our intensive reading classes and our dual enrollment classes, we can Skype. So technology definitely has benefited everything that we do here at Miami Norland Senior High School. And the building is just immaculate. Hopefully we attract our students. So we're hoping having a new building, having all this new technology will keep our student in-house. By that I mean we want to service the students of Miami Gardens. We don't want them to think they need to go to another facility or another school and not get the same quality education. Our enrollment has steadily increased over the last 3 years. Our graduation rate has increased. So everything that this building is doing is bringing our students back to us. The STEAM, any STEM, any type of technology, we have all the resources here on campus. And not only that, but with the STEM that we're also doing here, it brought robotics to our students. Everything that we can and need, the district has provided for us. And if not, we can provide it to our students through technology, which we definitely have here at Miami Norland Senior High School.
iPrep makes a powerful impact.
When I first came to high school, I was implemented in the iPrep program, so I was given a laptop. And that really did help relieve some of the stress and problems that would come with not having the technology at home, not having the Wi-Fi at home, or not having the resources at home. And then my experience with having state-of-the-art technology is basically relief to know that when I have a paper due, I won't have to scramble to type it up and run to the library and print it out, or because everything is available here.
The technology upgrades and how that has impacted me. Because of the improvements, I'm able to do more things, I'm capable of more things. The laptops in the school allow me to, like, after school, be able to access a computer and whether type an essay or type a poem or access a website to do my homework. So it's definitely helped. The improved smartboards that they've implemented into the school has helped too, because they're capable of so many things that help learning easier and helps the teacher teach in a way that I can understand the material better.
I'm a senior going into college about the future. I'm nervous about it, but I do feel prepared.
Dr. Precious Simonet is the 2017 Teacher of the Year, and she heads Norland's iPrep.
Having the opportunity to teach different types of writing here at the school, and then having the privilege of having so many different types of technology has afforded my students and I a lot of countless opportunities. We are able to Skype with students across the world. It also gives me the opportunity to co-teach with other teachers throughout the world as well. I teach different types of writing, so I teach dual enrollment, I teach Cambridge, and I also teach creative writing and spoken word slam poetry. So having kids get a laptop to work on their individual assignments has definitely helped. I am also a really big user of Google Docs. So my students and I, we use Google Docs a lot, not only for peer editing purposes, but for them to upload their different assignments to me. And because of the technology, that has afforded us the opportunity to participate in different types of writing competitions, as well as helping them to complete their assignments in a timely manner. So I think it's very important that students have the opportunity to tell their stories, and having access to different types of technology definitely helps students to do that. One of the competitions that we always enter is Piano Slam. That is a competition with Miami-Dade County Public Schools. We've also entered the Aladdin and a Bomb Writing Slam, which is a statewide competition, and there's like countless competitions that the students enter for different writing purposes, but I think giving them the opportunity to tell their stories in unique ways that's authentic to who they are as an individual is very, very important, especially in the community of where the school is located. Students feel as if they are combating different types of societal illnesses. They are feeling that they are fighting for equity and equality simply by telling their story, learning to love themselves so they can truly learn to love others and people throughout the world. I think it's a very important thing that they're experiencing right now.
Being here 12 years, the last 7 years as a principal, the changes that you've seen over the course of the years, I can just really say is our enrollment. The students are happier, the confidence, teachers are more excited about coming to school, the community, people utilizing the building for whatever community activity they need. So this building is definitely going to be a landmark for Miami Gardens and also this community and also our students that are truly benefiting from having it.
Next door, Norland Elementary School is a $2.9 million project. It's located in school board member Steve Gallen's District 1.
Being here at New Orleans Elementary School, I see the progress is moving forward on the site. We have the shell that is well intact. We see doors, we see electricity, we see the water lines are connected right now. So the building is moving forward. The progress is clearly evident. And that's what we want to see as relates to some of the policies that we've committed. I think it's critically important that we have hard numbers and hard facts as relates to the narrative in terms of how we're supporting what we promised and what we've committed to our children. So I'm optimistic, I'm encouraged by the data points so we can really get a sense of how we're impacting the economic lives of the residents and the people in the various communities who supported this bond overwhelmingly.
When it was time for school to begin in 2017, Superintendent Carvalho made a visit.
You know, this project, close to a $3 million investment right here in the New Orleans community, it means that we believe in them. It means that we are delivering hope and opportunity, a new architecture for the future of our community. A brand new environment and playground for kids to play in, a brand new building with classroom space full of technology. This is what education is about, and this is what your bond is paying for.
I'm so excited for my students to come in on Monday morning and see this brand new paint job, to be able to play in this new playground, to have that new shelter. It's going to be very exciting.
We are delivering the promise that we made. In my world, a promise made is a promise kept. We are going to continue to work in terms of boosting inclusiveness, in terms of diversifying the workforce, in terms of delivering economic opportunity to every single zip code of Miami-Dade. We're proud of the work that we've done, but you ain't seen nothing yet.
About 3 miles south is Bunch Park Elementary. Founded in 1951, this is an educational, civic, and cultural cornerstone. The new campus, where GOB construction was about $10.2 million and accommodates about 388 students. In Little Haiti, the GOB investment of $4 million into Toussaint L'Ouverture Elementary funds structural improvements, classroom technology, new covered walkway, and much more. A groundbreaking marked yet another milestone for the GOB, where students, teachers, and MDCPS administrators gathered, talked strategy, and celebrated the groundbreaking with contractors and civic leaders. Let's go back to the community impact that the GOB is delivering. Here, in the historic Overtown District, which had its heydays in the 1930s through the 1960s and declined in the following decades. Now Overtown is making its comeback, and Frederick Douglass Elementary is a part of the progress. The building process was meticulous and thoughtful. It is yet another community anchor that the GOB helped to transform. The school, built for $9.7 million, has technology throughout the classes and includes art and music labs, a media center, kitchen and dining areas, and more.
There was lots of excitement when this facility was built, and when we had the opportunity to move back into this building, parents were super excited, kids were super excited, everyone wanted to come to our school. We actually had to start turning folk away from coming to this school because they were not in our area, but it's a nice new school. It's a compliment to the community. It gave a sense of feel good to our kids, to our parents, to be a part of Frederick Douglass Elementary. We were able to accomplish a school grade of an A, so that made me very proud of our boys and girls, because we made that A as we were displaced, and so we came into this new building as an A school, and you can just imagine the pride of the boys and girls, knowing that they were going to attend a brand new school and an A school on top of that. The boys and girls here, they're super smart, they are inquisitive, and so I foresee our boys and girls, to go on to do great things. We've been able to tap into their talents outside of the classroom, and it's just been amazing. So I'm super optimistic. We have teachers that are pushing our kids to the limits, and they are producing. We get a lot of support from a lot of the businesses in this area. They are always there for us, when we need them. Again, that sense of pride comes out and makes me proud to be the principal here.
Travel about 20 miles south and you arrive at the beautiful Kendall Square K-8 Center.
This brand new school is really a beacon here in our West Kendall community. It has high impact windows for hurricane. We know that South Florida is an inclement weather area, and we need to make sure that our facilities that continue to be built are able to weather that storm. As we know, more hurricanes will unfortunately come our way. We have been able to make a high impact and changes throughout all of our school facilities in the entire county. Not only do they have elementary schools, but now many parents that exercise that right to send their children to a K-8 center will have it for the first time in the history of Kendall. As a school board member for District 7, encompassing all of Kendall, this moment when we saw the opening of the school and seeing the faces of the children that were here and so excited to visit their brand new classrooms and a community coming together this past January was, I guess, for me as a school board member and the community, one of the most important moments I think in my life. But for serving this community, it gave me great joy to know that we were able to deliver a promise.
Well, our students are so excited to be here each and every day. They feel part of the fiber of this building. We've provided a home, a safe learning environment for them with all of the state-of-the-art equipment. We have 3 computer labs, we have technology in all the classrooms. So what this does is open the door, open the world for them, providing this type of facility with all of the technology and the ability to see the world even from here. So that's what our goal is, to get them career ready and open the world for them. The wonderful thing about Miami-Dade County Public Schools is that our boys and girls across the district have these amazing schools with amazing leaders and teachers who are prepared. Our district does an amazing job of bringing the resources that we need in the schools so that we can give it to the boys and girls. So anywhere, any corner of the district, a child can go to a school and say, this is the best school, they're getting the best education. We are on the edge of the Everglades. We're going to involve our families. They take such pride in this new building and everything that happens here. And when the community is behind the school, the sky's the limit. Second to none. No one can compare to the education they're going to get in Miami-Dade County Public Schools.
What about the small business impact? With $1.2 billion in contracts being from GOB efforts, how are small, women, and minority businesses getting involved?
What about jobs and career opportunities? The MDCPS Office of Economic Opportunity hosts numerous events to help vendors learn how to do business with the school district. In the spring of 2017, the Office of Economic Opportunity hosted a job fair at Central High School in Liberty City.
Our bond program was presented to the community that there would be employment opportunities, there would be contracting opportunities, and this is just one more event today that we're doing to highlight that. This is a job fair that's intended to make available jobs on our construction projects for the bond program. The intent today is to match potential employees with the employers.
Now is the moment. We have currently 68 construction projects either ongoing or in bidding. In total, in excess of $450 million in active listed projects right now.
We have here almost 24 contractors and subcontractors that are working on our projects right now, today. So we're hopeful that there will be connections made, and some of the over 130 people that we have here today will obtain jobs as a result of this event. And not just immediately, but they always will be exposed to these firms, and even if they have opportunities that are in the near future, that they are able to be matched with employers that are looking for work.
And that we do justice in the area of economic development and in the area of ensuring that you have a stake in the erection and the development of schools and buildings in your community. As a part of that commitment to the voters, we ensure that there will be economic opportunities provided to the communities. The Miami-Dade County Public School has a policy to promote and ensure inclusion. This is an opportunity to extend those opportunities to people where it matters the most to receive gainful employment. So what we have here today, we have a number of the contractors that have signed on to do business with the Miami-Dade County Public Schools and concurrently have embraced this notion of inclusion and are extending opportunities to people in this community.
Well, I'm proud to see our facilities getting the much needed attention that they need. So that's the first thing. Secondly, especially in the inner core, a lot of technology, a lot of new buildings in inner city schools which traditionally have not gotten them. So that makes me feel real happy. And when I see a lot of African American, frankly African Americans that look like me, able to get work and get involved in the system, that makes me happy. So we hope to continue that.
I do not buy into the false premise that there are no qualified individuals to be hired in these communities. There are. We just have to find them, provide them an opportunity at the table. And if they need some degree of retooling, of retraining, we're able to do that as well. We have a career in a year, ready to do it. As ourselves in the school system, we are employed. Look, our maintenance department is looking for qualified technicians as we speak. It took us actually going into the community and bringing the private sector employers to the community rather than expecting the individuals to go to them. That is the right thing to do, because I know that there's a great deal of distrust out there. Not over something that we did, but something that's been done for decades. We have a golden opportunity now to, number one, set the record straight by doing right. And that is exactly what we're doing.
And who better to share some solutions than the vendors themselves who are currently doing business with Miami-Dade County Public Schools.
But what it has done for us is allowed us to develop habits that we can carry throughout any industry. And if you could, it's almost like New York. If you can do it here, you can do it anywhere. If you can work at the Dade County Schools, you can work anywhere. So we've developed some good habits out of our experiences with them. The profit margins or the markup margins are already negotiated and kind of predetermined. When you do volume, when you do good work, you get repeat work. When that happens, you can make an honest living. What we want to really accomplish is to have smaller companies in position to participate as prime so that we increase the pool of people who can bid at the prime level. It's a worthwhile effort. And what will come out of this is a larger and more capable pool of contractors who can compete at the prime level. And that's going to service everybody. For the small businesses who want to get involved, it all starts with the certification process. Get certified with Miami-Dade County Public Schools. Once you've gone through the certification process, and from there it's relationships. Put yourself out there, let them know who you are, let them know what you do, let them know your successes, let them know how you handle your missteps. What really defines us is not that we didn't have any mistakes, but how you handled your mistakes, how you handle your difficult times, your challenges. That's kind of what defines us. And when people know that about you, they say, I want a guy like that on this team because he's not going to run.
Visit the procurement department. There are meetings held weekly and even monthly that will teach you about doing business with Miami-Dade County and follow through. And ask for help when you need, because there are a lot of resources there. Recently, I went through a program which taught me how to contract with Miami-Dade County Public Schools, although I have for the last 10 years or so had contracts. It was really enlightening to learn more information about the different departments and how they work.
You educate yourself first on the process and what goes on. Get to know the people in procurement and OEO. Getting certified is extremely important. They're there to help. They've helped me out along the way. I have not done it by myself. You have to be active. The 3 things that you need to do: educate, advocate, and demonstrate. And they're going to help you along the way. So small businesses like myself get the opportunity to come on board and work with the schools and Miami-Dade County Public Schools in order to provide these services that are desperately needed. Another thing is that if we can diagnose something or find something from early on, we can actually help these kids as they're going through school, so they're not waiting until they graduate or out of high school and then going to college and having more struggles of emotional issues or cognitive issues that they may be dealing with. So these things are extremely important. They're a part of education, not only for the students, but at the public at large.
My secret to success is preparation and readiness. You know, I spent the whole first year once I got incorporated, I got the firm incorporated, I spent the whole first year of getting licensed, registered, certified with different firms, Office of Economic Opportunity, and different things like that. Those organizations are specifically designed to help small businesses grow, so you have to engage in that. And I'm currently doing 2 schools with Miami-Dade County Public Schools, actually 3, and I am very proud to provide our services to them. The most important thing for me is to get the people that were in my position in the position where I am now. You know, that is my goal. You know, it's job creation, it's building leadership. I stand for women empowerment, you know, and all of those things are important to me. So I think that by me becoming more successful is allowing me the power to empower others to become successful. I'm not insecure with that. You know, I want to give it away the same way that others gave it to me.
Remember at the start of this presentation, we described some of the villains that pose a threat to education and our ability to compete globally. On September 10th, 2017, Hurricane Irma became one of those villains. A record 6.5 million Floridians evacuated, making it the largest evacuation in the state's history. As a result of Hurricane Irma, Miami-Dade County Public Schools had to cancel 7 days of school. The loss of instructional time resulted in impacts to student learning. And yet, another milestone came with the landmark announcement a few months later.
Today we are announcing that for the very first time in the history of Miami-Dade County Public Schools, we have eliminated all F schools.
The State Department of Education released its annual school grades per district. Miami-Dade reached a milestone.
I want to leave you with these words. I know there is concern about sea level rise, about the algae bloom, the polar caps melting, but you know what? Somewhere in this audience is that girl that will find a solution. Somewhere in this audience is that boy that will design that rocket, will propel that first person to Mars. Somewhere masses of hurricanes and cyclones and earthquakes. Somewhere in this audience today is the power of greatness, and that is you. God bless you all. Let's have